discord among the traditional rulers, which have become prevalent within a part of the local government. How have you tried to wield in and resolve that?
If you say discord, it's just one clan, that is the Sokwa clan, because we are talking of Ebuduaka now. We were able to install the first son of the last Obi, the Obi before the son. That is what is his name? Paul. Obi Okolie Paul. So when the man died, there was this problem there. They were talking about traditional issues, but at the end of the day, the state government came, installed the based on what we got from the traditional rulers, the approval from the traditional rulers, they installed Obi Okolie as the Obi. Unfortunately, within 1 month after the installation, he died. But he has been installed. And they use, I think it's primogeniture from father to first son. And Obi Okolie has a son who has met the traditional rulers. I think he has met the criteria. It's just for them to inform me and they sign up affirmation letter for him. Then we will move it up to the state for another staff of office. Although those people claiming the title are still there in Ebuduaka, still doing the same thing, behaving as they have been behaving when the father of this present Obi Tobi was alive. So our own is, well, once the traditional rulers have finished their documentation, the affirmation is brought to me as the chairman. I will do the needful, and I think that is the only place now. Ashama has been settled, the staff of office has been approved. They are just waiting for this COVID period to end so that we'll go and give him staff of office. I think Abono too, they have written to me from state that they are ready for staff of office to Abono. So I think those are the only issue we have now is Ebuduaka. The other one is the people that want to transit from Okmaluku to Obi. That is Ukwaba. We have been handling that matter. You see, that place is I think they are happy. They are supposed to be very happy that the tradition, that the Okmaluku, the president of Okmaluku, refused to be crowned Okmaluku, which is on the Gazette. You know, the Gazette is what is recognized as Okmaluku, not Obi. But they want to be, they want now to move up to have Obi. But you can see the quarrel. Who will be the first Obi is the problem they have there now. And like I told them the last time we met, I said, if you people cannot resolve within 1 month, I will tell the Okmaluku, because he has written to me that he wants now to take his title. And if he takes it, that is what is the law permits. That is the Okmaluku. And that nobody will say this is what chairman did or his administration. You have many years now been looking for a way to bring one Obi. You are not able. You have never had Obi before. What you have is the oldest man in the village as the Okmaluku, and that is a crown. That's what they normally crown for time. But this Okmaluku has been there for how many years? I think 6 years. And you know, he's the oldest man in the village. The oldest man. And you people refuse to resolve the issue. So I gave them some time that if they are not able to bring one person to be the OB, then we will have no other choice. I consulted with the traditional rulers, the chairman and the members, that we will have no choice other than to install the oldest man as the Okmaluku of Ukwaba. So I don't think a lot of traditional disputes have been resolved by this my administration.
A splitter of that filtered into in the recent time. How were you able to weed into that?
It's God. We did a lot there. We called those youths and the women that were angry with the OB. It was a misunderstanding. We called them. I even sent the vice chairman with the chairman of Traditional Rulers Council Committee, that is the Obi of Ejemono, and the Obi of Obolono. They were together with the team, with the DSS, the DPO, my SLG. They were there, met with the community. They told them why they were angry, and so on and so forth. But I can report that today, the Obi has gone back to the town, is living with them. There's no more trouble in Ewulu. And I think they are calling for meeting in December, where they will now do the Ewulu Development Union, that is to inaugurate them. So that they wrote a letter today. I saw it today. They are informing us that by December they will do that. So you can see there is improvement in all the areas we were having problems. In Obulo Kingdom and Owashi, there's nothing like that. Obulo Clan and Owashi, there's nothing like that.
On the bringing the drone back home, there seems to be a handful of construction activities going on within the local government.
Yeah.
What is generating all of that? What is inspiring all of that? Yeah. Considering the economic crunch.
Yes. You are very correct. Thank you very much for that question. You see, some people don't know what we went through in this council. Not only here, the whole state and Nigeria in general. Everybody know that we have been having minus from the FAC. And in Anota South, we, the administration, found out that we don't have revenue base at all. Can you believe that it's only at Gwashuku market that we are having small money? Which money? Like 40,000 a month. Is that what is going to sustain us as a council? So when last year, in August last year, we started having, after the normal salaries and statutory deductions, we started having small money on top of it. Very meager, but I said with my team that it's better we do something that people will see. I mean August last year, so it's about a year that we saw a turnaround. And behold, my brother, you can see what we have been able to do with it. We decided to do something that will make the local government to have IGR. That's internally generated revenue, because we don't have it. That's why I laugh. I see all those things are cited. The three projects we are talking about is revenue generating projects. You talk of the new motor park, central motor park. You talk of the canteen, because we don't have canteen. Modern canteen we are building for the staff and everybody around the GRA, like police, the police station, both the area commander, both the police station, and all of them will be going to the canteen. Those canteens is going to be rented and revenue paid to the council. Then we are talking of the event center. That one is big. We entered into these projects, 3 projects, and we are doing it. And I can assure you that the governor has agreed that he's going to come and commission them. And I had to go to His Excellency, beg him, sir, since 1910, this council road has not been touched. If you remember, you see mango trees everywhere with, I begged him, His Excellency showed his magnanimity to us and approved 1.3 kilometer road to the council. You can see that the road, if look at my office, he ended at my office. Then you can see from post office to Umuneze Junction, the area commander's office, police, the Ogwashuku division. Then you can see the chairman's lodge. He stopped at the chairman's lodge. So these are very, very important projects. And what we are praying to God is to give us the power, the money, the finance to complete it. And we finish strong. Then I will hand over to somebody who is coming. Hopefully from Obulo Clan. Then the person will be able to build on what he met on the ground. So to us, we are very grateful to God for giving us this power to execute this project. You know, it's not easy to do project. You can see my colleagues all over. You can see. So it's not easy, and you can't blame them. If you are having 0, 0, 0, minus, 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 how are you going to? Are you going to use your personal money, which is difficult to do projects? So we thank God that God has loved the people of Onitsha South. We have been able to establish 3 things that will be bringing revenue to our local government. Even though I'm leaving office in 3 months' time, but the person coming will know that we have been able to do a lot to see that our local government runs. You don't claim to be a local government based on what you have from FAC only. That is the problem everybody is having. Now, that's the problem. You just, whatever comes from JAC, from FAC, you go to JAC, that is what you have. No IGR. Okay, look at our people here. Are you going to tell me to introduce tenement rate to our people here, poor people here? It has never been done here, so it's not me that we started. But the little ones we have been able to establish, we generate revenue for our people. So that is the 3 projects we are going to be hoping to complete before we leave office. And His Excellency has agreed to come and commission the 3 projects with the road that we attracted the state government is doing for us.
Thank you so much, sir. On the final analysis, Onitsha South is a conglomeration of political superpowers, so it will not be, it will be modest to say that the chairman of the political actors. On the lighter note, how have you been able to manage relationships, which is most vital in political relations?
We have a lot of, you are very correct. Let me thank you for picking on that, because you are very correct. We have a lot of political actors. If you mention their name anywhere, they will tell you, these people are from Onitsha South. Yeah, I've been able to manage them because I respect myself, and they too respect themselves. Don't forget myself that is here. Is a leader. I'm not just under anybody. I'm a leader in Onitsha South, and that is the truth. That is probably that is why I have succeeded in doing a lot of things without interference or without somebody telling me what and what to do. We have been able to manage ourselves. We have a lot of big guys, big names from here. We meet, we talk. We have a platform we meet, like Mrapo, that is Onyemechi, right honorable, like Honorable Pascal, we are like Tony Waka, like Zeliwo Jowo, like Honorable Joadi Ugwe, like Soroku, like another Chifesi Okocha, that is the CEO AC Okocha Motors. Chief Amabo is from this local government. You have Ujude Metu. You have some other leaders. We have been able to manage ourselves. We meet, we plan how to move our local government forward. So I've been able to do that because I respect myself. I do what is expected of me, and they too respect themselves too. So that is all I can tell you. We've been able to manage ourselves, cooperate, build our party, PDP. As I speak with you, PDP is very strong, stronger than it used to be in Onitsha South. So that is...